This is the fifth installment of the conversation between EtskoSchuietam and Armand Kruger on the Caring Growth Leadership Model.
So this closes the loop, brings it back to the intent thing. So intent is like the glue that holds a lot of the Schuietam model together. I also know that this is not a self-evident truth, because one gets kind of brought up with the attitude is you've got to be first, take what you need, organize things so that it works for you. And in a sense, you're flipping it around to say, hey, you guys need to do a double take on this. So if you were dealing with a person who had a series of victim experiences, how would you deal with that person? And let's say that person is in the management hierarchy. So he's been, up to this point, he's been exposed to a series of victim experiences where he's the victim. Does the Schuietam model cater for people like that, people for whom this truth of intent is not self-evident?
Well, the first thing one needs to convince the person of the solidity of the construct, and that is the basis of a logical argument. You know that clearly, if you construct your good fortunes on the basis of what sits in the hands of others, you'll be weak. If you construct your good fortune on the basis of what you contribute, which in other words sits in your hands, you're powerful. That's a logical argument. But that doesn't always speak to the heart, exactly so, because some people would say, but I've been so abused in my life. The first implication of what we're arguing for here is that if you're doing what we're arguing for, you take responsibility for what it feels like to be you. Nobody can turn you into a victim without your acquiescence at some level. And it doesn't matter how dramatic the disparity of power is. Every sense of victimhood has with it an implied kind of subtext of outrage. I've been done in. And what people don't realize that sense of outrage produces an effect where they make themselves powerless to intervene or change the situation that they're in, because the only person that's seen to have initiative is the other. And what they also don't realize is that the outrage itself is a choice. And you could respond to somebody else's outrageous behavior in a whole myriad of ways. So let's say, for instance, you've now done something outrageous to me and I'm outraged. Really. I could say the same thing in a spirit of curiosity, really. Or in a spirit of bemusement, really. In a spirit of humor, really. It's like that famous Pakistani officer's report that said that the soldiers followed this officer out of curiosity alone. You've got every right to treat the material in front of you as entertaining. Why do you choose to treat it as outrageous? The fact that you treat it as outrageous only leaves you a very limited scope of behavior yourself, and you can therefore be played on your own expectations. But the moment you shift frame and you view this thing as entertaining, somebody else's outrageous behavior as entertaining, what you then become is a dance partner who can incrementally start taking the initiative rather than being the one who is led. If I deal with you on the basis of what I want from you, your ability to withhold what I want gives you power over me, so you will define me. If I shift my intent in my engagement from you, from what I want from you to how I can be helpful to you, you've got no power over me. That's where I can start taking the initiative, because I'm now looking at what I'm putting in. The critical shift from being able to get something from you to being able to put something in is actually learning not to view your behavior, is not to be outraged by your outrageous behavior. Yeah. But to see your outrageous behavior as something interesting, peculiar, charming even.
So I don't have to be the victim.
No.